Hello everyone. So today we'll be talking about CSS responsive layout or CSS website layout, and this is a foundation to building nice and responsive layout. This is putting all we've talked about HTML, CSS together to make out something nice and something unique. So I have this empty HTML and CSS document. I'll keep it side by side with my browser. So this is browser, and I want to have my HTML and CSS side by side. Right. So let's get started. So I would want to open up. So get it started from an empty HTML document. I want to have my HTML boilerplate. So I want to call the title responsive, responsive. All right. So on my body, I want to have my header, dot header. So I want to have a div with dot header, and I want to call this my H1, and this could be uh, our sites, and this could have a P that says precise. Browser to be sure it works. Sure it works. Alright. So this is header, and if I reload I get this, and I'm gonna have another div with a class of top nav. So this could be a section. I would recommend using a section. Alright, so I have section, and I have that section. Oh, I think I would have a nav. Yeah, nav would. I would recommend. I think I would recommend having a nav there. Um. Oh, this is my nav. I think a section is fine. Would have left it as section, and yeah, section, and this could be my nav. So sorry for that error. So if I reload, you get same results. So nav, I won't have ahf hash because I don't want to go anywhere. I have link, copy, paste, 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 paste. Right, so removing the extra lines. So, but for this, I want to have about, and I want to add a special style. This is an inline CSS. I want to say float, right. So this keeps it to the right. I reload. You see about is on the right. I want to have home, about home, contact, gallery, service. All right. So I would want to format my document so to be more readable, and down my nav, Remember, HTML is just skeletal structure of the web. So I want to have a section, and this section should have a div with class the left column, class left column, and the left column should have card, and I'll just bring in some dummy text, right? So this is just dummy text. Um, this is just dummy text with a div that has fake img with a height of 200 pixels. So I would want to format this document to be more readable. So as a first card, I want to copy this card and I want to have another card down here. Change the date to 47, gem, reload, and add them two. Alright, so I think I'm done with this section. So I want to have an aside. And I have my aside. And have an aside. And my aside should be my right. Should have a class of right column. So a right column, and I also want to have bring in some dummy text, and yeah, so this is just some dummy text of h2 and an empty div with a class of fake img height of 100 pixels. So if we reload, we get this funny looking HTML site. All right, getting started. So first things first, start with our HTML document. Now I want to say asterisks, meaning everything in this HTML should be a box, sizing, and I want it to be a border box. But reload, see almost nothing, and keep going. I want to have my body. I want to have my font family to be Arial. Right, so my body is Arial, and I want to have padding on the body, a padding on the body of 10 pixels. If I reload, you see the effects. I don't know why it's not showing, and background color of um, I want to use F1, F1, F1. All right, so reload. Sure. Just believe it's working. All right, so header, for my header, and yeah, so my header, I want to have whatever that. Let's see, my header, I want to have HEA for my header. I want to have a padding of 30 pixels. All right, and I want to have a text align center. So I want to have our site aligned to the center. And I want to have a background color of white. All right, so reload, and it's not working. So I want to be sure that, oh, my CSS is not linked. So CSS, and this is styles. CSS. So reload, yeah, sites. All right, so it's working. So for my H1, which is our site, so I'm gonna have header. My header H1 should be font size 50 pixels. And reload to be sure it's working. Yeah, if it is too much on the 30 should be fine. Yeah, 40. 40 is perfect. So 40 is perfect. Alright, so styling for my nav bar. So for my top, sorry for that. Top nav. So I want to have my overflow, hidden, reload, and I want to have my background color of pound 333. Okay. Okay, so I have my nav in black. So I would want to now take a look at my HTML again. I have my nav, top nav in black. So I would want to have my dot stop nav and the anchor tag. I want to have it floats remain to the left, and on how to display block, and I know how to change the color to marine. Is that fine? Oh no, no, not so fine. Let's do white smoke. I love white smoke, so I'm gonna have it white smoke. Yeah. And And I have padding. And have padding 14 pixels and 16 pixels. So need some space. So that gives me space. Yeah. And I want to remove the underlines by saying text decoration none, and by reload text separation is off. Oh, now I would want to change the color on hover. So once you hover on the nav, you see it's the color is still the same. I want to change the color on hover. So I want to say I want to just copy this same element and paste it, but I'll change this to hover, hover, and what happens when we hover on it. Of course, I want to change the background. I want to just change the color to um, black, and I want to change the background color to white smoke, and reload and hover. Alright, so we're good. Alright, so we want to create two um, unequal columns right now for right. So enter. Right. So I want to have my left column. That left. Uh, my left column. Alright. So I had two columns. So my left column should float left, and the width. Now because I want it to have some responsiveness out of the box, I might be using percentage. So 75%, and my dot right column should be should float left. Am I correct? And width. So how many percentage do we have left? I think we have just 25% left from 75. That makes it 100. And my background color should be pound F1 F1 F1. So this somehow white. And I want to have a padding left of 20. All right, so let me just have a padding left of 0 pixels. Let's see what it looks like. So let me have it full screen. So I think there's something wrong. So I want to be sure I'm having the right uh, left column, yeah, and right column. So I think I had an error on my um yeah. So this should solve it. So this should solve it. So reload, and yeah, so solved it. So these are my two column. So this column that has title 75%, and this part is has a width of 25%. All right, so for my fake image, all right, I don't have a fake image. For divs, I have a fake image. That's FAKEIMG. All right, I want to have the background color. Um, let's see. Let's check out what this color looks like. So this is not looking nice. So let's do pound AAA. Yeah, so this looks okay. And let's add some width of let's say 100%, and let's add some padding, and let's say 20 pixels, so to get us some space. So, so let's make it full screen. So it looks like, so let me be sure that I have the correct um say Control F, so fake. Alright, so it's working. Okay. So after the columns, we want to clear some floats. So I want to clear some floats after the columns. For those columns, I've added floats. So I want to say the row after, and I want to say content, and I want to just have empty content, and I think I want to display table, and I want to clear both. All right, so for my footer, so for footer, um, for my footer, I would want to, let me take a look at my HTML one more time. Oh, I don't have a footer, so I think I would have to add a footer tag with a class, the class footer. All right, so I want to have h2, and this h2 should be footer. So I'm gonna reload, and reload is showing. Yeah, have it down. And I want to have a padding of 20 pixels, and reload to see effects. And I want to have text align center, and I want to have a background color pound DDD. Um, and have a top margin top of 20 cells. Right, so see, oops. So I would want to check my HTML to see what's wrong. Section. So okay, so I think on my section I forgot to add the class of row. So wait, so yeah, so added it. It's working. So the fun part begins. How do we now make sure this is the website? So when you reload, reduce this, how do we make sure it snaps? So make it full screen. I would want to have my ads media, yeah, media screen, and have an and whenever the width, my max width should be 400 pixels. And now when the screen is less than 400 pixels, makes the navigation link to stack at the top of each other. And this is what we want to do. We want to have the top nav, the anchor tag should float none, and width should be 100 pixels. And I also want to copy this and paste it again. Screen, when my screen is 800, and I would want to have this should affect my left column, comma, and my right column. This should affect my left column or right column. I would want to have my width 100 pixels, and I want to have the padding. Oops. The padding of 0. So reload. On the save, and when we reload, and this is what we get. So to be sure it's working, I'm gonna make it full screen and reduce the screen size to move out. See, it's all working. So thank you guys very much, and I would love to see what you do with this.